Hello there. So I know you saw my post earlier about my arthritis and my pain that I woke up in, Jesus. And I told you, you know what? I had to go to the store and get my ingredients so I can get myself back on track with my juicing and my eating for anti-inflammatory, right? And that's the way we have to do. It's a lifestyle to maintain when you do live in pain, right? And you've had car accidents or surgeries or whatever has left you with joint pain or arthritis pain or whatever the case may be. What we eat contributes to it or alleviates, right? So I always like to alleviate pain. So this is a juice combination that is great for inflammation, great for pain, instead of taking a bunch of medicine all the time. I'm not saying stop taking your medicine. What I'm saying is there are other alternatives that can sometimes help us feel better, right? So I'm doing a cucumber, an orange, or my cucumber try to run away, a couple of carrots, like that, a bunch of celery. Is that what you call a bunch? Whatever, like a bundle of celery, bunch of celery, whatever. Turmeric, this is our friend. I told you before, I'll tell you again. Turmeric is great natural root for arthritis. Look at it. If you know people with it's like rheumatoid arthritis. Like my granny used to have real bad arthritis in her hands. Her fingers would actually start to look like this. Most times, things that are good for us, right, for certain things, they resemble what that thing is they're great for, right? Like how we know pecans and walnuts are great brain food, and mushrooms, because it's like a sponge. Walnuts and pecans are shaped like a brain. They're all good brain food, right? So little messages like that the universe sends us through the herbs and spices that God has created for us, the veggies and the fruits and all those things. Anywho, so this is turmeric, this is ginger, using a little bit of both. Well, that's a whole lot. Put that in there right there. And some pineapple, all right? So orange, carrots, cucumber, celery, turmeric, ginger, and pineapple. And then after, I'll put a little bit of cinnamon and a little bit of black pepper just to activate the turmeric to help with any inflammation and pain, right? So let me go ahead. I'm going to juice it, and we're going to show you how it come out. Very good. Very good, honey. We juice to feel well. Sometimes it might not taste good, and sometimes it do. But it makes you feel a lot better, okay? So let's get to juicing. Let's go with the carrot, like that. Put our ginger and our carrots in there, because before we juice the rest of the stuff, if we go ahead and put this in, it'll help push out whatever may be, remaining in the juice and get all of it, because sometimes there's only a little bit of juice that comes out of these. All right, so we'll go ahead and put those in. 1, 2, 3, 4. I told you Tab ain't had no sleep. I done sat there and called the whole turmeric a carrot, ginger, and turmeric. Ooh, like that. Yeah. Then we're gonna go ahead and add the celery. Apple, like that. Push it on in there. You gotta use your thing to push it down sometimes, like that. All right, now we're gonna take our oranges. Even if it got a couple seeds in there, it's all right, okay? My juicer usually just get them all together in there. But go ahead and put that in there. Oh, I gotta turn it back on, Jesus. Come on, orange juice. There we go. Okay, now we'll take it out. See, I got all this pulp right here. You can do something with that if you want to. Make a soup with it, or the carrot pulp. I make my tuna salad with it, sushi with it. So good. Go ahead and pour your juice, about half of it. Sprinkle your little pepper, like that. Sprinkle your little cinnamon, like that. Then pour the other half. That's just how I do mine. You can do yours however you want to. That's your business. All right. Then add a little ice if you want to. Yeah. Okay. Just a little bit. Okay. Stir it up or shake it up, but get you a spoon if you need to. And get your packages at your door, because that's why your dog barking. Blackie, it's all right. Mama gonna get it, okay? Thus is the life. Stir it up, like so, like that. And then, honey, get ready to drink it and get yourself out of pain. Come on, Inflammation. Oh, God, we thank you. Amen. This one is actually pretty tasty. I can taste that ginger, though. And that is a good pain-relieving juice recipe. Yes, very good. Now, I'm going to go about my business. Honey, you go about yours. Have the most amazing day. But even if you can't have a good one, don't you dare go messing up nobody else's here. Very good. Talk to y'all later. Love y'all. Bye.
Hey there, Lacey here with the Sweet Pea Chef. So many of you have watched my 5-day anti-inflammatory meal plan and asked for more recipes to help with inflammation. So today I want to share with you my 3 favorite anti-inflammatory drinks that are so easy to make and I absolutely love. With these drinks, we're targeting ingredients that have been scientifically proven to reduce inflammation. Foods like pepper, ginger, turmeric, and apple cider vinegar. And I think you're gonna really like the options I have for you. So let's get started. If you watch my video on intermittent fasting, what I eat in a day, you know that I love my apple cider vinegar elixir. So today I want to walk you through how to make it, because so many of you have asked, how do I make this drink that you're drinking? It looks delicious. So this is it. It's so easy. Start with a large glass. I use a 1-quart glass mason jar, and then you're gonna fill that up with water. It usually takes about 2 to 4 cups of water. Follow that with some apple cider vinegar. You can use 1 to 2 tablespoons depending on how strong you like it. Some freshly squeezed lemon juice, ground ginger, ground cinnamon, and a little pinch of cayenne pepper. And this pinch goes a long way, so make sure you're not doing too much if you don't like a lot of spice. You can also add in some raw honey if you want it to be a little bit sweet. I personally don't like the raw honey, but it's an option if you want to. And then just stir to combine. This is the #1 anti-inflammatory drink that I make, and I have it a lot, mostly because of how easy it is. I don't have to go and cook anything. I can just make it within a couple minutes and it is good to go. If you watched my video on the benefits of apple cider vinegar, you already know that it has a ton of anti-inflammatory benefits, but it also helps you to keep from feeling hungry, and so you can use it when you're fasting, which is awesome. This whole drink right here is also safe to have on a fast. And plus we have the cayenne, the cinnamon, and the lemon juice, and all of those help with inflammation and also weight loss as well. If you've never heard of golden milk, it is a very simple drink that's originally from India. It's warmed milk with turmeric in it, and it is just, it's so comforting and delicious. Plus it has a ton of anti-inflammatory benefits. Turmeric itself has actually been used for thousands of years as an anti-inflammatory medicine to treat things like joint pain and fatigue and digestive issues. And this golden milk tastes so good with the turmeric. Plus the ginger and the cinnamon in this recipe are also known for their anti-inflammatory properties. And this drink is full of antioxidants as well. So it is a generally really good drink, and I love it on a cold day. To make it, just combine some coconut milk or almond milk, some ground turmeric, ground cinnamon, raw honey, ground black pepper, and a chunk of fresh ginger that has been peeled. We're gonna put that into a blender and blend it until it's very smooth. You could also use dried ginger for this recipe, but I really like, especially in golden milk, the flavor of fresh ginger because it has this really good spice to it. Then we're gonna strain this mixture over a fine mesh sieve, or if you have some cheesecloth, that would work. Then we're gonna heat it up in a saucepan over medium-high heat. We're not looking for it to come to a full boil, we just wanna heat it through. And then you just pour it into your favorite mug and enjoy. It is so creamy and delicious and full of all sorts of feels. Next, we're making a lemon ginger turmeric tea, which is so good. It's like shockingly delicious how good this tea is. Yes, we are using very similar ingredients, but the flavor and the experience of the drink is actually really different than the other two. And the combination of all of these and the different preparations really shows you how you can easily incorporate all of these simple but healthy anti-inflammatory ingredients to make it fit your lifestyle. So to make this tea, just combine some water in a saucepan along with some sliced lemon, fresh ginger, which has been peeled and chopped, ground turmeric, ground cinnamon, and some raw honey or some pure maple syrup. And then we're gonna bring this to a simmer over medium-high heat. Then we're gonna reduce the heat and let it cook for another 10 minutes. And also you can add some green tea leaves in if you wanted. That would increase the caffeine levels and add more antioxidants and anti-inflammatory properties as well. Then remove from the heat and strain this using a sieve. And you can either put this into the fridge now and just have it ready to go, chilled from the fridge, or you can add it over ice, or you can even drink it hot. I love having it over ice. I think it's just the best iced tea. Lemon is really helpful in reducing inflammation in your stomach and your joints and your digestive system, so this is a really good one to have if you're feeling really bloated. Check out my video on the 10 foods that cause inflammation so you can make sure to avoid those and reduce your overall inflammation, and I'll see you in the next video.
Last year I did a video on anti-inflammatory foods that I eat every week, and with over 2.5 million views now, I'd say it's been quite popular. So today I thought I would follow that video up with one on anti-inflammatory drinks that I enjoy drinking, and I think you will too. These drinks deliver a variety of nutrients, antioxidants, and free radical fighting compounds to keep inflammation at bay and give our immune systems a little boost. And I think that we could all use that, especially this year. I've got a vibrant assortment of drinks today, but you'll certainly notice several orange-colored drinks, and that's because turmeric is the star ingredient in several of them, from warm teas to cooling smoothies. Now, before someone mentions that I forgot golden milk in today's video, I've purposefully left it off because I've already done a separate video on it, and I thought I would give you some new, fresh recipes today, but it is absolutely a classic anti-inflammatory drink. One last thing, and that's a quick reminder that you can find the printable versions of all of these recipes and more over on my website. So without further ado, let's get started. The first drink we're gonna make is this deep and dark elderberry tea. You've likely heard of elderberry before because it's the immune-boosting fruit that's used in many over-the-counter cold and flu treatments like lozenges and syrups. But today we'll avoid any added sugars, colorings, and other ingredients with a simple 3-ingredient tea and get those health benefits directly from the source. So add 2 cups of water to a pot along with 2 tablespoons of dried elderberries. And you'll notice the berries instantly start releasing their inky color. Then add 1 cinnamon stick, which not only infuses a lovely flavor, but is also anti-inflammatory. Bring the pot to a boil, then reduce the heat to low and let it simmer for 15 minutes. Once the tea has finished simmering, turn off the heat and let it rest for 5 minutes, then strain it. I usually strain it into a larger measuring cup first because I'm prone to spilling, then I'll pour it into a cup. This quick and easy tea is warming on a cold day, but if it's hot where you live, just chill this tea once you've made it and pour it over ice for a refreshing iced tea option. Next on our list is a drink I learned how to make when I spent 2 months in Indonesia, and that's jamu. Unfortunately, I was accidentally glutened in Bali and had a horrible autoimmune flare, and this traditional jamu drink was definitely my savior. While there are variations to jamu, the key ingredient is usually turmeric, and for this, I do recommend purchasing fresh turmeric root if you can get it. Turmeric root is similar in size and shape to ginger root, but if you break it open, it's a vibrant orange color, whereas ginger is a light yellow color. And both of these together make for one powerhouse anti-inflammatory drink. To make it, you'll need approximately 1 cup of roughly chopped turmeric and 1 finger-sized piece of ginger. Because we're going to strain this at the end, you can actually skip the step of peeling if you'd prefer not to stain your fingers. Just give your turmeric and ginger a good scrub. I fluctuate, and sometimes I peel it and sometimes I don't. Slice it into pieces about 1/4 inch thick or so and measure that out, and then add it to your blender. To that, sprinkle a little black pepper, as black pepper can help to increase the absorption of curcumin from the turmeric. Pour in 4 cups of coconut water, which has antioxidants and electrolytes, and then blend it up on high speed for about a minute or until it's fairly smooth. Pour that into a pot and bring it to a boil, then reduce the heat to low and let it simmer for 20 minutes. After it's done simmering, turn off the heat and add the juice from 1 lemon and 2 tablespoons of honey and give it a stir. Strain the mixture through a fine mesh strainer or nut milk bag, but just be aware that it will definitely stain your nut milk bag, along with your clothes, countertop, and anything else it comes into contact with, so do be careful. Again, I strain it into a much larger measuring bowl with a pour spout for less spills, and then pour that into a glass jar that I keep in the fridge. You can enjoy jamu chilled or warm and it will last for about a week in the fridge. Just give it a good shake before serving. And I'll usually enjoy about a half a cup at a time. For the next drink, it's sort of a combination of the first two because it's a turmeric tea and it's really easy to make. Just add 2 cups of water to a pot, and this time we'll use ground turmeric rather than fresh turmeric just to provide some options. So add a half a teaspoon of ground turmeric along with a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper and 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, which is about the amount you'll get from 1 lemon. Bring that to a boil, and once it's boiling, turn the heat down to low and simmer for 10 minutes. Once the tea has finished simmering, turn off the heat, add a little honey if you'd like, give it a stir, and let the tea cool for a minute or 2. Pour the tea into a mug through a strainer to remove the black pepper, and again, try not to spill because of the turmeric. If you do have any spills, just make sure to wipe them up right away. For a little extra lemon flair, I always like to add a few fresh lemon slices. And I will say that this tea, while delicious, was still piping hot, so I took a very little sip. You guys have been asking for this next recipe for the last year, and that's ginger shots. Store-bought ginger shots are crazy expensive, and this tastes exactly like core brand wellness shots, so now you can make them at home. For this recipe, you'll need a 1/4 cup of roughly chopped ginger root, and again, you can peel or not peel the ginger. You'll also need a 1/3 cup of lemon juice, which is about 3 to 4 lemons, depending on their size. Add the ginger and lemon juice to a high-powered blender, along with a 1/4 cup of coconut water and a pinch or a little sprinkle of cayenne pepper. Then add the lid, blend for about a minute or so on high or until the mixture is smooth. Once it's blended, strain the liquid through a fine mesh strainer. You also want to press on the solids with the back of a spoon to extract as much juice as possible. Pour the strained liquid into a shot glass and drink all at once. And yes, these are just as intensely flavored and spicy as the store-bought ones. Woo! Next on our list is a cool and refreshing pineapple turmeric smoothie that's perfect for when the weather is hot outside. For this recipe, I'll grate about a tablespoon of fresh turmeric and 1 teaspoon of fresh ginger. And for this drink, because we're not straining it at the end, you do want to peel both the turmeric and ginger. In your high-powered blender, add 1 cup of dairy-free milk, 2 cups of frozen pineapple chunks, which are loaded with enzymes and antioxidants, 1 banana that's high in potassium and will help to make this smoothie creamy, and the grated turmeric and ginger. Then blend that until it's nice and smooth. If you want a mild turmeric drink with a sweet tropical flair that will have you feeling good from the inside out, this is the drink for you. For an anti-inflammatory smoothie that doesn't include turmeric, but is still loaded with nutrients and antioxidants, I've got this luscious blueberry smoothie. Add 2 cups of coconut water to your blender, along with 2 cups of frozen blueberries, 1 frozen banana, half a cup of yogurt or kefir for beneficial probiotics, and you can use dairy-free as well, and 1 tablespoon of flax seeds, which are high in healthy omega-3 fats and will help to thicken the smoothie. Then add the lid, blend that together for about 30 seconds or so, or until it's beautifully creamy and beautifully purple. Pour the smoothie into a glass, pop in a straw if you'd like, and sip on this deliciously sweet and power-packed drink. You know I love green smoothies and I have several recipes on my website, but today I wanted to show you how to make green juice, and this is a copycat of one that I used to buy at Press Juicery. To make this, you'll need 2 tablespoons of lime juice, which you'll usually get from 1 juice lime, 1 cucumber that's sliced and will add some natural liquid to our green juice, 3 stalks of celery that you've roughly chopped, and 1 apple that you've cored and sliced into pieces. And you can use any variety of apple that you'd like. Pour the lime juice into a blender along with the cucumber, apple, a small chunk of fresh ginger, celery, 3 kale leaves, and you can just tear the leaves from the stems, and 1 cup of spinach. Your blender will be pretty full at this point, and because we're not adding any water to this recipe, you'll need to use your tamper to push the ingredients into the blades. And to make things easier on your blender, make sure to add the ingredients that contain more water, like the cucumber and apple, to the blender first. But after a minute or so, this should blend on its own just like any other green smoothie. Of course, you can drink it thick and full of fiber, but I know some people have a hard time digesting fiber. So to turn this into a green juice, pour it into a nut milk bag and wring it out over a bowl. Then pour it into a glass. This is one nutrient-packed green juice with a hint of natural sweetness from the apple. And if you've ever wondered how to make green juice without a juicer, well, this is how you do it. The last anti-inflammatory drink on our list today is this apple carrot beet smoothie, and you can tell it's brimming with antioxidants from its vibrant red color. I always say this smoothie is the equivalent of drinking your veggies, and it starts with 3 carrots that you've peeled, trimmed, and cut into 2-inch chunks. You'll also add 1 medium beet, and to peel or not peel the carrot and beet is up to you. I tend to do just a rough peel on both of these. And then slice the beet into large chunks. For natural sweetness, core and slice 1 apple, whichever variety you'd like, and then juice 1 large orange. Add the orange juice to your high-powered blender along with 1 cup of water, the sliced apple, carrots, beet, and a small chunk of fresh ginger. Add the lid, blend it on high for about a minute or until the veggies are broken down and smooth. There's so many vitamins and nutrients loaded in this smoothie, and it's nice and thick, but now that you know how to make juice from a smoothie, you could always strain this one as well if you'd like. We all have different taste and texture preferences, and I am all about giving you options. I hope you guys enjoyed all of those drink recipes, and as a reminder, moderation and variety are key. So have fun switching up all of the different healthy foods and drinks that you enjoy weekly. If you like this video, let me know by giving it a thumbs up, and feel free to share in the comments below your favorite anti-inflammatory drinks. All right, that's it for me this week. I will see you again in the next video.